Kaylee Cuoco and Sam Claflin star in the MGM Plus original series, Vanished. When the man Alice loves disappears on a train to the south of France, every romantic memory becomes evidence. Every intimate detail, a potential threat. She thought she knew everything about him, but she may not even know his real name. 4-part thriller Vanished premieres February 1st on MGM Plus. Finding the truth is a dangerous affair.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
They always tell you there's a catch, a compromise, an asterisk. Sprite Zero Sugar? It's different. It's the lemon lime flavored refreshment you want with zero sugar. This is Sprite Zero Sugar. Obey your thirst.
Another episode of The Reality Is, and this week on Bravo we watched a logistic nightmare that I, as a Virgo, my entire stomach was inside of my butthole watching, and I thought, who else could I talk to about this? It would be the only other Virgo that I think understands exactly how I was feeling. It's Kendrick Tucker.
Hi, my God. I'm sorry, everybody. This is an unpopular opinion, but Angel's got to come back next season. I'm sorry. I need her to plan one more trip because this is woof.
1,000%.
Yes.
I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with the Floptina. Like,
Yes.
I love it. I think it's so funny. I look, did I feel bad for her when she was crying in that car? And Tia was like, it's okay. Sure. But like, oh my God. Even like when they woke up and they were like, the flight is in 5 hours. And I was like, you're going to go fly fishing 5 hours before your flight? You need to be at the airport in an hour.
And nothing that they've been doing that's close by. They literally did one activity where they had to hop on a private jet. Like, are you kidding me? Like, can we not? Is there not a community center we can throw a party at? Like, why are we traveling to do everything when we traveled across the country to get here? What is happening?
I want to. Okay, the pièce de résistance of this episode will be Potomac, but I do want to talk briefly about Married to Medicine, and I did make you watch Vanderpump Rules.
Yes, the only episode I've watched. So
okay, great. The only episode you've watched, Vanderpump Rules, only episode you've seen. Now, what are your thoughts about this cast of characters?
Boy, that was a very horny hour of television. Like, everyone's naked, everyone's horny, everyone's, Lisa Vanderpump popped up. She didn't have that much of an opportunity to be a misogynist, so that was nice. I did appreciate that. It was, I feel like if I start from the beginning and really understand these dynamics, I'll really get into it. I was confused about a couple of the characters because, there was one when he said something, I was like, oh, you're a straight man. Okay, got it. Okay, I did not get that vibe, but all right, let's go with that. And then, there's a lot of confusion. I'm like, oh, we're about to deal with the I word, which apparently isn't incel anymore. It's incest now. So we're about to deal with that on television. So I guess I'm in. I don't know what's happening. What's going on?
You're like, Game of Thrones hasn't been on TV in a while, so I guess we're bringing incest back. Whatever.
Literally.
Yeah, on Vanderpump Rules this week, these guys went to, I don't know, some place where Lisa's making them work, but then they're all staying at a house. And obviously the big thing is that everybody is horny and drunk, and that 2 of the cousins, Jason and Chris, have an OnlyFans where they were allegedly rubbing each other's booty holes.
Typical OF behavior, whatever.
Now okay. So remember back when Dorinda was on OnlyFans? Do you remember that? When like Dorinda randomly was like, "Catch me make food on OnlyFans," and we were like, "Dorinda."
Excuse me?
And then she was like, no, it's just like an exclusive platform. Like you can do anything behind a paywall. And I was like, that's not what OnlyFans is for. Are you making the food with your vagina lips? Because that's the only reason it should be on OnlyFans.
I remember they tried to make this like big wave of celebrity like come through and be like, oh, OnlyFans, this is for anybody with a fandom now. They can all be on it. And like all the creators was like, that's not what we're gonna do on here. Like, y'all can do that goofy shit if you want. We're not doing that. No. And they just kept on. I'm like, you know what? Good for y'all. Good for y'all.
Do you remember Larsa's first season back from Miami? They were like, no, like it's actually just like it's like a creative outlet for people. Like, people like they can just post whatever. And I'm like, no, people are showing whole on OnlyFans. Yes. That's what OnlyFans is for. It's for whole showing.
Literally.
Yes, apparently we didn't actually. I thought this episode they were going to actually talk about the video. It turns out they don't. By the end of the episode, they all just are like making out with each other, and everybody's like drunk or whatever. And it's just it seemed like a pretty happy, horny episode. I was bummed that you didn't get to see the incest interaction more.
I know,
because those two, they really like. They share an apartment together. They do OnlyFans together, and then they have like penis pumps. And I will say this. I'm very pro how they talk about sex work on this show because, like, let's be honest, I like that more than like us being like, how did Jax afford that apartment in Miami with that guy? Like, it's like, but I like that they're straightforward. This other guy, one of the guys, Shane, he's like, yeah, I got shot. Like when I was younger, I have erectile dysfunction. I take Viagra. Like it's not a big deal. Like I kind of love that about it. But so I was like, yeah, whatever. They have OnlyFans. They're like, yeah, we use a penis pump because like it's whatever we need to make our money. So I'm like, okay, great. Amazing. I'm so pro that. But now it turns out that there's 4 boys, 2 of whom share blood, getting naked and oiling up each other's dicks and balls and holes.
Amazing. Let me ask you though, because on the show, so 2 of the main cast members, they're cousins. Am I correct? Okay. And then they showed a picture at some point. Honestly, they all have the same eyebrows, so I was very confused a lot of the episode.
Yes.
But when they showed the picture, that was one of their brother.
Yeah, so one of the twins, Jason, the shorter one with the big eyebrows, he is, that was his twin brother. So apparently they have also, the 3 of them have done stuff together. They're all also dancers. And by dancers, I do mean the erotic kind.
I love a go-go, okay? Like what when you say erotic kind, like a New York go-go or like a webcam dancer?
I'm talking about Magic Mike, but like not as prestigious.
Gotcha. Okay.
And again, I think sex work is work. That's okay. People have to make their money. However, Kendrick, I got you choking on your own spit over
I know.
I mentioned Magic Mike and you were like,
briefly died. It's okay. I'm back.
You're like Venus. You're like, I'm so horny. I'm actually choking on my own spit.
I didn't okay, now, so yes, lots of incest apparently coming next episode. They do a lot of confronting about it. Is one of the girls dating one of the guys that's doing the stuff?
So right now, one of the girls, Audra, is dating one of the guys, Chris, and they haven't told Audra what they've seen on. Like Audra's like, yeah, it's fine. He has an OnlyFans. Like I don't really care. But like Audra's not seen Audra or Audrey. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what these people's names are still. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know yet that the cousins are booty hole touching.
Yes.
I just think that, and then Shane goes, it's not a big deal. Like when I was younger, my cousin brought his girlfriend over and taught me how to like, I was like, no, that baby, you were assaulted.
Yeah. Excuse me?
I'm so sorry to tell you, Shane, but what you just described is assault.
Yeah. Heavens. Oh my goodness. What a layered cast. This is a lot happening very
So
fast.
sad. I was like, oh no, this is so dark.
Oof.
Oh no.
Oof, oof, oof. Like, okay, these people, do they have any kind of like connection with the old cast? Like, is anybody like
No,
the,
no, they're
okay,
just that they work there. Just that they work there.
gotcha. You know
Yeah.
how like Laguna Beach when they did the season 3, they were like, well, this is Elsie's little sister, and this is da-da-da-da-da, and all the kind of stuff. It's like, all right, well, there's a connection. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, a silly bunch of people. I do think that Vanderpump Rules this season, it's very good, as Tom Hamlet calls it, smooth brain programming. Just like throw it
Okay.
on and give it a giggle and just gawk at these weirdos. I will say the most egregious thing that I saw this episode was that at dinner time, one of the twins, who happens to be, as he called himself, a pizza bagel, an Italian Jew, said, "What the fuck is ziti?" And I was like, "You're from New Jersey and you're Italian. You don't know what ziti is?"
They had to break it down word for word for him. He's like, what is baked ziti? He's like, well, it's, ziti pasta that you bake. Like, what do you, like, I don't know what more to say to you that it's in the name. I don't know.
I would argue that's worse than incest.
Right.
Not knowing as an Italian from New Jersey that you don't know what
Right.
ziti is.
You better not let Teresa hear that shit. You don't know what's gonna you don't know what's gonna come flying across the room, okay?
Exactly. All right, let's go over to Married to Medicine. I'll be honest with you, Kendrick. I don't really remember what happened in this episode. It was probably the same old shit that happens every episode, which is
Boy
that
and
this time,
quad,
yeah, they went to Florida for their girls' trip, put together by Contessa. Okay, I think Contessa's body is amazing, but what's going on with her boobs?
They've been like that for seasons, and I've been wondering for it literally. And she loves like a drop top shirt too. And every time it happens, I'm like, okay. I had to like stop myself. I'm like, do not comment on a woman's body. Don't do it. Don't do it. But I want you all to know that I stare at it every single episode. Every single episode.
Here's the thing. I'm literally coming at it from a perspective of, I think you need to get your implants redone. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
like, I think she has a sick body. I think that her transformation has been amazing. Fashion's horrible.
Oh,
But
in the pit. Turn Simone, go shopping together. Like, it's terrible.
but like I have my boobs, they're basically just skin at this point. I breastfed 2 kids for 2 years. Like they're nothing, and
I've seen them in person. They're good boobies, okay? They're
Thank
good
you.
boobies.
I've got a good bra on. That's
There
about
you
it.
go.
But like I at some point, I think this might be the first time I even talk about this on the podcast, but
Ooh.
this year
Mhm,
I'm actually going to, because my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer last year. I'm
mhm.
actually thinking about doing the prophylactic or preventative mastectomy, where they
Oh.
where they like remove your breast and then they reconstruct, right? And so the
Mhm,
options are that they can either use your own skin to rebuild a breast,
mhm.
or they can give you an implant. And my doctor was like, if you get an implant, you have to redo your implants like every 15 years or so. And I'm like, I'm 40. I'm not trying to go get another surgery at 55.
No.
And
Housewives make it look glamorous, but like, no one should be going under anesthesia after, it's a
and
little
I've seen
dangerous.
camera put them in and take them out and put them in and take them out 17 times,
Yep.
So I think that that's what's going on with Contessa. Like, I think that she
Mhm.
has these implants that are detaching from her body. I'm like,
I
what?
genuinely like my initial thought when because I focus on this a lot. I don't know. Maybe they're just I don't know what it is. They're distracting or something, but I
Time.
know I think about it so much. It made me almost think that like, okay, is this a situation where like someone like tried to go from an A to a double D and it was just like, because sometimes you gotta doctors won't tell you because they trying to like get you to spend as much money, but like sometimes you got to go the natural route. Like it might not, sometimes an A to a C that's stretching it, but you know what? We can make it happen. Like we got the tech, we got the scan. Like it's okay, we'll make it work. But when you try to overinflate them things and go to like I don't know sometimes, and I don't know what's
I
happening with
think
Contessa.
I think what happened is that she probably had implants before she lost all this weight, and then she lost all this
Mm,
weight, and now the implants are like just hanging on to skin.
okay, that makes sense. Cause she's really like we've watched her like bodybuild her way to like a new body. So like yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like, babe,
That's to do
get
it.
rid of him.
Right.
Get rid of him.
I mean, you of all people, you know a good doctor in Atlanta. I mean, you're just surrounded by them. Now, I wouldn't. Okay, I don't know who I'd let do it on this. Who might? Oh, I was about to
Nobody
say,
on this
damn,
cast
maybe
can do it.
I know. It's baby docs, 2 baby docs, a dentist, psychiatrist. Okay, let's go to the men. We got some ER doctors. Everyone's an ER doctor, I feel.
You know what?
Everybody wants to be on the pit. I get it.
Duh.
Same. Same, okay?
I know. Eugene would do so good on the pit.
I would we need a big genie on the pit. That's all we need right now. A big genie. And his wife needs to pop up with like food for the whole office, and she needs to be just like Toya. Like, oh my God, my day is like watching people like be rushed in on the stretcher. She's like, oh my God, I'm having a hard day too. Like, no, you're not. You are not having a hard day, but okay, girl. Give me the sandwich.
Have you noticed? I noticed this season. I've noticed it more. So Toya has the most evil laugh in the world. She has such a maniacal laugh.
No, it's a cackle, is what it is. It's a cackle
because she does like a like it's like an evil. It's so funny, and she does it after she says something completely out of pocket every single time. And then she's like, Heavenly is so mean. I'm like, Toya, have you heard yourself?
She's literally like the Maleficent that walks around at Disney World. Like, that's exactly what she is. And you know what? I don't know what it is about Toya. Toya and Mariah have always been my two on Married to Medicine. Toya, I watch Married to Medicine in spurts because Sundays are kind of a loaded night. Like, I have to watch Potomac live because the mess that goes on this season has been just a mess. But then I have to go over to Industry and Game of Thrones. And so I watched that, and then I end up like watching a couple episodes of Married to Medicine at a time. And I watched 2 in a row today because we were like, oh, we're gonna talk Married to Medicine. And every single time Toya opened her mouth, I did the same cackle that she did because she just, as me and Raven say, she just be saying shit. And I love that so much. Yes. Like, she does not care what comes out of her mouth. She just said, like, she tried to tell so many different people about this whole, like, and I told her I wanted to set her up with somebody. Now she's here with this guy. And they're like, you said that in front of the guy? She's like, yeah. And they're all like, no, no, babe, no.
And she tried it again this episode, and Angel was like, that was messed up. And she's like, yeah, but you would have put me in a really bad position because, like, what if I set you up with Eugene's friend? And I wanted somebody to be like, but did you?
Right.
Did you? Where is he?
Who is he?
Where is he? Like, who is this man? She's like, you would have messed things up for me and Eugene. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
Taking a real world example and comparing it to a hypothetical you just made up in your head. Again, just saying shit, like, all the time, just saying shit.
She's like, I see what kind of woman you are. I'm like, she's the kind of woman that has had a man in love with her for like 10 years, it looks like. Like, that's the kind of woman she is. What do you want from her? Also, going back to who could do her boobs, Contessa's boobs, Brandy is an injector. And so she could, but what's confusing about Brandy is the place that she works at is a urology center.
Huh. Look at that. Okay.
Okay. Could you imagine being like, I gotta go see the urologist for my Botox?
Right. It reminds me kind of like, you know how like people like kind of say they're all in one shop. So like, I'm going to the barber shop, but then like I sit in that chair where like I got a view right over here where if you look over there, there's someone like washing a woman's hair because she's about to get a full like 50-inch bust down, like right there by somebody else. I'm like, okay, this is all encompassing, I guess. So I guess they're like, you know what goes together? Urology, titties, Botox, everything just goes together. Why not? Why not?
Where do you need filler down there? Like, what? I need to understand. Like, how did that happen? Why is it a urology center?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Anyway, Heavenly versus Simone. Who you got?
Boy, oh boy. You know, I'm sorry. Like, when it comes to War of the Words, I got Heavenly. If it's who goes swing first, listen, the only thing that's in my mind always is Dr. Heavenly screaming help when Contessa was running after her last season. One of my favorite moments. Just run. Her talking about that with Carlos King online was the funniest stuff in the world. She's like, I keep yelling. I'm telling this big ass security guard to come help me. He was eating ice cream and he took him too long to put it down. I was like, Heavenly, please, you've got to stop. I don't know what's happening.
Heavenly is not gonna nuck if you buck. Did I use
No.
that term correctly?
You
I don't know
did.
if I did.
You
Okay,
did.
thank you.
Run up,
Thank you.
run up, get done up is another alternative you can have. Run up,
Wait, what did you say? Run up, get done up?
Mm-hmm. There you
Okay.
go. Yep.
Love that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Heavenly's not. That's why Heavenly just says all the words, because she's not actually going to fight anybody. Because one of my favorite things about Heavenly is like she'll say something completely, insane, and then she'll be like, she gets into like this Miss Piggy voice, her like Muppet voice.
Yes.
Oh, good. It's my favorite. I'm sorry, Daddy. Did you hear me say anything? I didn't say anything, Daddy. Did you? Daddy, should I go on this trip, Daddy? Like,
It's literally, she always thinks she's talking to Damon and she'll do it. It's when she tried to put her arm around Simone and Simone's like, I don't want your ass around me. And she's like, now wait a minute, now not my arm, now hold on now, baby, don't do that. Now I'm like, Heavenly, what is actually happening right now? She transforms to her own world whenever she's like engaging with these ladies.
it's so funny. And then for her to be like, Simone is aggressive. And then they're like, this is going to ruin Simone's entire, her reputation. I'm like, this woman, you guys have been on TV for 11 years.
Literally.
We've seen it all. Okay. Simone is aggressive in that she is aggressively increasing the volume at which she speaks.
Exactly. Surround sound Simone. Surround sound Simone. Goodness.
God. All right. Ready to talk about Potomac?
Yes.
Okay.
Literally,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. This week on Potomac, we saw what happens when you put a Virgo into a logistical nightmare of a vacation. And
Goodness.
Angel really put the Wander in Wonderland.
Boy, oh boy. As Monique said, we definitely did some wandering.
Okay, before we get started on this week's episode, I do have to say this. Apparently, there are people who are fucking crazy that are going and leaving horrible reviews
Oh my
on
God.
Angel's business. Guys, this is what the fuck happened. Like with Potomac has always been so fun and so silly. I love this season because it is always the best when you have one person who like this is the type of silliness you see on like Salt Lake City, where you have a bunch of people who don't understand the assignment and think that they're on a different type of show. Like the reason why the show is so funny this season is because like Angel is on a different television show in her mind than she is actually on, and it's so funny and so silly. But there's this thing that happens in Potomac, and I've seen it mostly in Potomac, right? Like we lived through the Candace Monique stuff.
Yep.
There is a level of fun that gets taken out because people take it too damn far.
Yep.
They go too far with it. If you're leaving reviews on this woman's business, that's fucking weird, dude.
Weirdo behavior. It's not like it's not like she like threatened the lives of like millions of people or said some kind of like slur to somebody and y'all are like trying to like make it known. No, y'all are literally watching a reality TV show that I, for the past 4 episodes, have been cackling and kicking my feet at immensely. And y'all are being weird. Like I always tell people, I always say, I don't mind covering Jersey. I love Potomac, but those two have a fan base that truly you could not pay me $1 million to engage with. Like, I don't know what happens. You can post one thing and the comments, you can be like, post a picture about like, oh my God, everyone looks so nice here. And boy, oh boy, if you didn't just call out their favorite person looking nice or something, they are in those comments on a tear, being nasty. Like you can post, like right now, you can post like something about like, Giselle, like, look, I love your, I don't know if I love her reunion look, but like, I love your reunion look, and someone will be in the comments, that evil bee, that's why she lost her dad's will case and all like that. I'm like, whoa, like, what is actually happening right now?
They're like, Giselle is so mean. Let me figure out a way to be even meaner. Okay, real quick, I just realized you mentioned about the reunion, and I just finished this episode. Now I'm thinking, everyone was like, why is Monique wearing that insane red triangle? And now I realize realized Monique is dressed in, you know, when you look at a map and you need to see where you are, it's like you are here. That's what Monique was dressed as. She's dressed as the "you are here" triangle in a map because
Oh
she's tired of them getting lost.
the 3D one, like when you go in the mall and you're like, you are here. Can I say to Bravo, it was definitely a choice. Like when they dropped the reunion looks, you know, they always do one or two the day before and then they'll drop the rest. They had only dropped hers and I was like, what the fuck is the theme for this reunion? I was so on edge for 24 hours. I was like, what's actually happening in Potomac right now? So when they dropped the rest of the looks, I was like, okay, okay, fine. Fine.
It was so funny. Okay. Yeah, going back to the fandom is cuckoo banunu. If you're doing that, fucking knock it off. It's weird.
Please.
I posted this on Threads the other day, and I think it's like really something that has stuck with me. And I think this is like my New Year's resolution into watching Bravo. Is I'm done talking about reunions, and I don't really even want to watch reunions. Like I didn't watch Salt Lake City. I watched like clips of the reunions. Here's a couple of things that I think is going to make Housewives watching fun again. Don't read the blogs.
God.
Watch the reunions if you want. Don't engage in it. Don't follow these people on social media, man. Do not follow these people on social media. Don't listen to their podcasts. Like, don't do any of that, because the thing is, yes, it's reality TV and we want to see their reality. But if I wanted to see all of their reality, they would be fucking influencers that go on TikTok Live all the time. Like,
true.
I want to watch the television show that has been crafted by editors and put together for me. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I want to be watching. I don't want to watch all the other stuff. It's not fun. It's like the same way I feel right now. Like, I love Heated Rivalry. Obviously, I've literally mentioned it every single episode that I've done for the last 3 weeks. But people are being fucking weird about the cast. Like, everybody needs to get a fucking grip.
It's weird.
Okay.
Everything is weird. Like, I feel like only extremes exist anymore, and that's like a crazy place to live. Like, why is everything either like the most iconic, greatest thing you've ever seen, or hands down the biggest piece of like there is middle ground. Like, there are numbers between 1 and 10. Like, we can all like chill out if y'all just learn just go back to elementary, learn 2 through 9, and we will all be the better for it. I promise.
I think it's also because there's a lot of more social media users right now that unfortunately only got access to social media like 4 years ago, Kendrick. Like, there's people that just were allowed to use cell phones like that because their parents let them finally. You know what I mean? And I think that there's like a lot of not knowing how to like have that kind of access because like, and it just makes me sound like I sound like a boomer when I like talk about young people that way. But I feel that same way, honestly, also about older people, like boomers that got access to Facebook like in their 50s and 60s did not know how to deal with social media. And I feel the same way about like these 20-year-olds that are like leaving terrible reviews on how like housewives' businesses because like you're still a kid. Like, I think that we should take their phones away.
Yes. Yes.
Like, you don't know how to behave. you don't know how to behave yourself. Like, it's the same way I feel about like when you get older at a certain age, you should start taking your driver's license exam like more frequently.
Honestly, let's do that shit every 5 years for everybody. Like, because the way I'm like ducking and dodging y'all's asses on these roads, like we gotta
5 years, Kendrick. How often do you need to renew your license in Tennessee?
No, I need everyone to like actually take the test to renew it because the way driving these streets, baby. Oh, it's a nightmare.
You hit over 60. You should be taking that exam every 2 years. It's like in New Jersey, you get your license at like 17, and then you're on like a provisional license for a little while. Like, you can't have more than a few people in your car. Like, I think we need to do that also with social media. Like, I think if your license doesn't allow you to drive with more than one person, I don't think you should be allowed to be on Threads.
I like it. You know what? You have to pick which social media you want to be on, and you can only be on that one.
You can only be on that one. Okay, that's so good. And that means everything. Like, if you want to leave Yelp reviews, you can't if you're on TikTok.
Boom. Boom. That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it. And you know what? All the people, I'm sorry to tell y'all, but all the people that come out and they're like, you know what? I'm picking my one social media and it's going to be Twitter or it's going to be Reddit. Then I'm like, oh, great. Because then I don't have to deal with you on Threads. And Threads can actually be a wonderful place for me. I would love that. Thank you. So choose your one of poison. Let it be that. Or they're like, oh, mine's going to be Truth Justice or whatever the shit's called. I'm like, oh, no. Truth Social. Is that what is it called?
It's Truth Social. I do like Truth
no.
Justice.
I'm like, no.
Yeah, like if you're on Facebook, you can only be on Facebook, and that's it.
That's it.
And you know what? That would be the fastest way for me to get myself off of Facebook. Because like there's no reason why I'm still on Facebook. Okay. You know what? There is a reason.
Oh.
I'll share it. Some of my most like toxic scrolling happens on Facebook, I think.
Oh.
Like some of my like I will never get lost in like reels or like in a For You page or anything like that on Instagram or on Threads. I actually deleted TikTok, so I don't even use TikTok anymore.
Samesies.
But Facebook is the place where I'm like scrolling and then like I'll see a bunch of reels and it's like people cleaning their house or like you know the carpet cleaning videos.
Yes.
Like those things, like a speed up of somebody cleaning their house. I'm like, oh, this is like, that's where I do all of my shameful, guilty scrolling, you know, is like, is Facebook. So that's why I have Facebook. But I'm not, guess what I'm not doing? I'm not engaging in it.
No. The only type of engaging to me that's fun to do is when people like random people are arguing in the comment section. Oh, I'm loading all 370 of those comments and I'm starting at the beginning. Like I want to know what set y'all off. I'm going all the way back and I'm reading it like I got a book report due. I love that shit.
And I love when they fight with each other because then you're like, I'm liking and laughing. I'm leaving laughing emojis on all of those things. I think it's so freaking funny. Wait, just hold on 1 second. Okay, let's get back to Potomac. All right, so Giselle, let's talk about Giselle, this magnificent Virgo, because as soon as her behavior started, I was like, no, I get it. She's born like in the same 10 days that I was. I understand. I completely understand.
Get it. Oh my God, yes. More of that, please.
When is Giselle's birthday? Giselle's birthday is September 9th.
See that? Right in our window. Right in our window.
Of course. You and I would do the exact same thing.
Yes.
Okay. How soon after getting to that place, realizing that the host is not staying with you and that the water is not running, would you be running for the hills?
My God. So as soon as I got there, we would have been, okay, I'm like, okay, this is a very beautiful house. Oh, this isn't your house? This is a rental. Okay. Your house is how far? An hour and a half away. Okay. That's interesting. All right, well, let's take a look at the house. We go through. I'm like, oh, okay. I try to turn the water because, traveling, sticky hands. Okay.
Yes.
Why? Oh, there's no water. Is there something we can do about this? There's not? Okay. While they were talking and having those little conversations, I think Kiana was crying in the corner because altitude and all like that. I would have literally been on my phone the whole time like, yeah, yep, I know, girl. Yeah, the altitude getting me too. Mine would have been booked. I would have been in my Bonvoy Marriott or Hilton Honors. Like I would have been in one of my apps like, oh no, I'm not doing this shit for 4 days. And this lady doesn't even have the DC to let me wash my ass. Oh no.
If I'm on a flight for that long and I can't get off the flight and then go and take a shower at the destination,
crazy.
I would skin myself and burn it. Like I went to Amsterdam with a bunch of friends a couple of years ago. It was a very quick trip. It was like a Thursday to a Sunday. And when we landed, it was like early morning, so we didn't get access to our rooms yet.
Right.
And so we just had to like sort of be busy until we could get to our rooms. And at some point we all just looked at each other and said, I just need to wash my ass.
Literally.
That's the thing. Like, I think and it was all brown women. So we're like, we're all black and brown women. I think we're all on the same page about how often we need to be showering. That whole thing, like, it was so insane. Also, one of the things that I think that Giselle probably was like, I will allow this to happen, but this is fucking crazy, is like, I think once they started to realize how far everything is.
Yes.
I would have been like, okay, Angel, this is your trip. Totally fine with it. Would love to know, do you have an itinerary? Because this seems to be your business. I would love
Mhm.
to know, what is the itinerary? I would like to know, what are we wearing? Like, that's me. I need a rundown. I go on many trips. I
Mhm.
make itineraries for everybody.
There you go. There
I
you go.
I would never leave people hanging like that.
Mhm.
That's insane to me, that like it took them that long to get to that house, and then once she said it was an hour, her house is an hour away, I would be like, okay, how far is everything else that we're doing?
Exactly.
I need to know how far. How long am I giving a car? Because I get car sick.
R- The fact that every time they got in their car too, and they for some reason Angel was driving everywhere, but the fact that they had like someone driving them, and you could just like see in the middle console how far you still had to go. It was like counting down each minute of where they still had to go. You already starting off. Somebody got in the car on this episode and they were like, "Oh my god, is that right? We're an hour and 45 minutes away." I was like,
No.
"Oh
Oh, no,
no,
no, no, no, no.
no, no,
And
no,
then to look
no."
at a map and be like, we're driving away from the airport. No way. I
Mm-mm.
My cousin got married a couple of years ago, and he did like a joint bachelor and bachelorette trip with, well, it was
Mhm.
a bachelor trip, but his fiance ended up coming, and so it was boys and girls together. Anyway,
Mhm.
we did it in Sedona. And if you don't know, most flights fly into Phoenix, and then
Oh yes.
you have to drive from Phoenix to Sedona, which is like 2 hours, right?
Mhm.
So his plan was, and mind you, this was like 13 or 14 people.
Yep.
So his plan was, the first night we get there, the first day everybody gets to Phoenix, we're going to go to a basketball game,
Ooh.
because he loves basketball. And it was
Mhm.
like I think it was like a Suns and like Golden Gate or something. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
It was a basketball game. And I was like, what time does the basketball game end? And he was like, I don't know, like 11. And I was like, and then you're going to drive 2 hours to Phoenix? I mean, to Sedona? I was like,
Ooh.
that seems crazy to me. So I
Yeah.
was like, hey, I'm not interested in the basketball game. Me and a bunch of my other cousin and a bunch of girls, we were like, we're just going to drive to the Airbnb if that's okay with you. And they were like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. I was like, logistically, how many cars do you have? And is everybody getting from Phoenix to Sedona? Do you have the vehicle space? What is
Mm.
that going to look like? I was asking all these questions,
Right.
and they were just like, I didn't have to think about these things. And I was like, were you going to take an Uber from
Oh
Phoenix to
no.
Sedona? Like, what were you going to do? And I was just like, we got it. And then they were like, okay, we're going to go to Flagstaff one day, and then we're going to go to Grand Canyon. I was like, these are 6-hour round trips that you're
Right.
wanting to do. We got to dial it down to one or two things.
Yep.
We can't do all of it. And then they got kind of like bitchy with me. And then by the end of the trip, they were like, thanks for reeling it in. And I was like, of
See.
course, because this is crazy. You're not going to go on a hike an hour and a half, 3 hours away. For 2 hours, you go on that hike, you're dead tired, and then you drive back.
That's crazy. Crazy.
I
And
got to
I'm the
look at,
type
yeah.
I'm the type that if I'm doing a trip like that, I'm almost planning like, okay, if you want to go to Flagstaff one night, let me look and see if there's somewhere like we can drive that morning, and then maybe we can lodge somewhere for the evening and come back to this one. And like I'm fully preparing for it all. Like let's make a
1000%.
day out of it, because I'm not trying to. I know me, after doing a whole day's worth of activity, especially if a lot of it is physical. Oh no, no,
Oh,
no. I am not trying to do no driving back. Even if I'm not driving, I'm not trying to sit in a car for 3 hours back to where I was. Oh, what is happening with people? Are y'all
demand.
okay?
What's crazy is that Angel put them all in like a private jet to like go to Aspen for the day. But then the very next day, she was demanding that they wake up, get brunch, go fly fishing, then go to the airport.
Girl.
Like, that is so insane to me. That is
Can
so absolutely insane to me.
can you explain, because I never quite caught what they were saying. Can you explain the luggage situation to me? Because they not go fly fishing like with their bags in the car, or like what was happening? Or someone
No, no,
said
no.
like no
So
more go back?
they had their bags, but I
Okay.
think what happened is they flew back from Aspen
Mhm.
to Denver.
Yep.
And by then, Giselle was like, I'm not fucking around. I'm not going back to that haunted house without water. There's a Four
Right.
Seasons in Denver. close to the airport or whatever. Like, we're going to
Mhm.
stay here. So they got to the hotel. They ate dinner at the hotel. And then they
Mhm.
were like, we do need to drive back to that spooky haunted house, get our stuff, and then come back to the hotel so that from tomorrow, when we're leaving, we go fly fishing and then back to the airport, right?
Right.
I think that was Giselle's point, is like, we want to all stay together, Angel. So, like,
Mhm.
why don't we all just get our stuff and come back to the hotel? And then that way we'll be together for tomorrow's activity, which, by the way, again, as a Virgo, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You want to do something together. It makes sense for everybody to be together, especially
Yeah.
if you're taking 2-hour drives. It makes sense for us to be together. And like the fact that this woman did not understand it.
It's bad. Like
Angel,
it almost like she doesn't understand the concept either of a girls trip.
no.
Like, why are you separate? Like, why are we oh my god, I hate comparing it to this, but it's almost like baddies where the cast has gotten so big that a lot of times they have to split the cast and they stay in house A and house B. Like, this is insane. Like, y'all are actually like going for the purpose of a vacation. Yes, with 7, 8, 9 of y'all. God only knows how many of y'all in this cast. A lot of y'all go here, and we're trying to figure out, like, I, in what sense is it, like, we've separated the cast and we've gotten these people, and someone pointed out to me, we literally got no footage from Angel's house. Like,
No.
no footage. I think there was maybe some cell phone footage of them talking about, like, oh, what's the plan for the day? I don't know why I imitated Tia, but what's
I
the
love
plan
it.
for the day? Like, what are we doing? And they like going, I'm like, okay, so y'all didn't even think enough about them to even put a camera there. Y'all kept it with Giselle and all of them. Didn't even give a damn.
It was all cell phone footage. They did not give one
Goodness.
camera. It was all a producer's cell phone the whole time. It was so funny. Now, would you be upset if you were Giselle and you got everybody in a hotel and then they didn't end up staying?
Oh my God. I would have been mad had they not told me, which it sounds like they didn't. So in that
Yeah.
situation, I would have been livid because I know you fucking lying, not with my credit card, first of all, because it's going to get charged regardless. But had you just said, because Angel, we know you got to check about the kid. And like, for me, I understand that. Tons of grace. She literally said, I'm still nursing. Like,
Yes.
totally get that. You need to be
100%.
home with your kids. I get it. But what you've got to do is say that, because don't tell me, oh, yes, I want to come to the girls' experience. I want to stay in a hotel with y'all. I want to bond. You know, her favorite line this whole season is, I'm still open to getting to know you all. I still want to get to know you all. Here's a fun fact. I don't like fish. You know, all of this. I'm like,
so
what?
funny. Oh, she literally said, oh, here's something you guys don't know about me. I don't like fish. Excuse me.
Silence.
Excuse me. That was so crazy.
Excuse me?
The way she said it. Oh, here's something you guys don't know about me.
Ma'am, we haven't showered in days. Please leave us the hell alone. Goodness.
Please. I've been taking horse baths for 3 days. And you're going to be like, yeah, fish, not my favorite.
Right. You can even tell, listen, Giselle, Wendy, Ashley, like, okay, they live like with their last nerve being danced on.
Sure.
We expect them to explode at any moment. The fact that Stacy was ready to curse anybody out at any minute, that just goes to show you the living conditions that were happening this entire trip. She was not with this shit. Kiana's like, why don't we just look on the bright side? Stacy's like, get the fuck out of my face, okay? Get the fuck out of my face. I hate all of you.
It was so funny. So the next
Goodness.
morning, they don't show up to brunch. They're just going to meet them at fly fishing. And this is when the nightmare starts. It's 5 hours before the flight's going to take off. And these guys are literally wandering. I love Giselle because she said it a few. She said, I'm just not an outdoorsy girl. And then at some point she goes, we don't fly, we don't fish.
None of that. Oh my goodness. That Keith Sutherland 24 clock that they kept putting up on the episode. Every time it popped up, I cackled because that is like so anxiety. Like, my nerves were like being danced on the whole time. I'm like, wait, y'all are still catching this flight at some point, and y'all are insane to me. Insane to me.
I'm telling you, if I got into that car and they said fly fishing is an hour and 45 minutes away, I would say, we're not doing that.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm not going. That's absolutely crazy. And then on top of that, Angel never calls them to see how they're doing. She's like, "Are
Ever.
you guys there?" Like Angel never texts them to be like, "Hey guys, sorry, I'm lost, but I'll be there soon." Like she never texts them, and then she ends up in this like random spot and she's backing out of a mountain. And it cracked me
Mm.
up because Kiana's like helping her out, trying to navigate. And I hear Tia in the background. She goes, "I cover this car in the blood of Jesus."
They don't know what's going on. They are so confused.
And then Angel calls them and she's like, "The experience is still waiting for." Girl, you better shut the hell up with that experience stuff.
Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off. I'm literally on the side of the road eating gas station pizza, and you're talking about the experience. I'm aware. I'm having an experience right now. This man, people are walking up on me. Stacy keeps leaving and walking. Like, it's too much going on. It's way
Okay.
too much going on.
And what's crazy is like you had Chef DeAndre, who, by the way, the food looked phenomenal.
Mhm.
Congratulations to you, Chef DeAndre. He looked like he was putting his whole back into that
Yeah.
meal. It looked so good.
Mhm.
But Nina, it said she was Angel's like chief of staff or something for Wonderland.
Child, somebody.
And so I'm like, did Nina not like say what happened? Like you didn't call Nina earlier. You didn't say like, "Hey Nina, I can't figure out where I'm going because
Right.
this is not the what's going on?"
It feels like she has way too much to prove. And
Yes.
so I don't know if like she's just used to being the one that like, oh, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it
Yeah.
out, like what it is. But the fact that my biggest question is, where did all that food go? Because you cooked enough food for damn near 10 people, and now it's just sitting there. Poor DeAndre, he's got to pack it up, figure out where they go take it. Like, did Bobby eat all that food? Like, what happened to all that food?
Where did the food go? And then I love that she's like, "We do fly fishing at another location, but then we picked this one because of the number of fish, like the fishers." I don't know what word she used, but she was like, "For the number of people that are going to be there." And I was like, nobody wants to be there.
God, no one.
It
No
was
one.
so funny to me. It was really one of the most delightfully hilarious, anxiety inducing. And then on top of this like long drive, it's all this traffic. They're in a car with Stacy, Jassy, and Wendy. And they're lost, they're hungry, they're
Yep.
late, they're stuck in traffic. And this is when Stacy starts with, here's where it starts. It starts with Stacy trying to open up a bag of snacks. Like it looks like she's like trying to open something up.
Mm-hmm.
And Wendy's like, "I just don't feel like Angel's like really getting to know us. Like, I don't really know what's going on." And Jassy's like scrolling on her phone. And you just see Stacy trying to open up a bag of what looks like trail mix. And she's trying with her teeth. And then she turns to Jassy, and Jassy's like scrolling on her phone. So she can't ask Jassy to like open up the bag. And that's really where it starts for Stacy. Stacy's like, "Well, Jassy, I'm really mad at you for kikiing with Charisse." And Jassy's like, "What?
Right. Excuse me?
What?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" And then she's like, "Well, I didn't like that because you know what Charisse said about me, right?" And then Wendy's like, "Well, if we're gonna talk about being honest, Stacy, you don't even really like Jassy, do you?"
Wendy's clocked Stacy a few times on this trip because that whole thing where Angel, like they were like, "Well, we still know other rumors about you," and then Stacy's like, "Yeah, get the realtor on the phone. Why don't you just call him? That'll solve all this." And she's like, you don't remember
Did
we
you call
actually do that for TJ? Like,
Yeah, you didn't
excuse
call
me?
TJ?
She's like, very different circumstance. Yes, it's all right. Like literally the copy and paste circumstance, but okay.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, but that whole fight, obviously, there's like a whole thing. They get to the gas stations, they're still bickering, but for sure, part of it is that they were all just really hungry because it did seem to die down a little bit after they started eating. But
Yes.
part of that fight cracked me up when Stacy goes, "Well, Jassy, do you want me to talk about why we stopped talking to each other?" And Jesse's like, "What?" And she's like, "Because you were recording my phone calls." Now, I love you, Stacy, but I know you were recording the phone calls.
Right.
Like,
right. And
Stacey, you could just tell by Jassie's reaction. She's like, "Bitch, are you fucking crazy?"
right. Like for what purpose am I recording these damn phone calls? Now look, Stacey, if you're recording them, I get it. Like why you recorded with Jazzy, I'll never know. But like if you
Yeah.
get Ashley's ass on the phone, you decide to record, okay, because something might come up at the reunion, you need to pull out a receipt. I get it. But
Yeah.
Jazzy, no, I don't know.
What are you getting out of that? Like,
Right. Unless she's like confessing about like when those kids were born, but otherwise.
exactly. What cracked me up is like later at the gas station when Jassie's like crying. She's like, "I really tried to get to know Stacey," and I was like, "Oh, Jassie thinks she's gonna be full time this season."
You can always tell. You can always tell.
And she's not. It's one of my absolute favorite things in the world is when you really look at somebody on this television show or like this franchise or whatever, and you see that they're really putting their whole back into it. Like they really think that they're gonna get the full time, champagne flute, snowflake, whatever, because of how they're talking in confessionals. Like, who is that? Mia's one friend.
Jacqueline, was that her?
Jacqueline. Jacqueline was another one that every confessional she'd be like, "I'm here," and we're like, "No, you're not."
God. Oh.
So Jassy, like, really, she's like, "To think that at my most important, most sacred day, you didn't even want to be there." I'm like, Jassy, you're not full time, babe.
No, and I'm sorry that they tricked you because they did record some of your wedding. I would be confused too, but no, you were not. No, babe.
No.
I know she probably was thinking too. She was like, you know what? If my competition is Angel, I've got this in the bag. Like, I know I'm full time. And when that cast photo dropped, she was like, I know y'all fucking lying. I know y'all fucking lying.
You put Catfish McGee in those photos, but you didn't put me in it.
You know what the irony is? So me and Raven had a whole theory that we genuinely think that because Giselle called Angel a catfish, she literally curated the ultimate catfish experience for them and made them think they were going on a luxury vacation when really, gotcha, bitch, you going on hell ride.
I would love for that to be true, because I would love to believe that Angel is that manipulative and calculating, but I fear that she is just it's a classic case of, the harder you try to grip onto sand, the faster it slips from your fist. It's like one of those things. I do think with Angel, what's hilarious is that I think that I will give her kudos, because I think that we wouldn't have had such an amazing season if it wasn't for Angel constantly flopping.
True. Very true. Sad Barbie. Like, truly.
Ashley tries it a little bit again with the Chris Samuels thing. And she confesses in this that actually she talked to Chris, and that's how she knows that Chris and Stacey were fucking. I'm like, why are we still on this?
Right. And Giselle really kind of told her herself too. She's like, bitch, I thought you had been planted that seed. What the fuck happened? Like, you forgot to tell him that? Hello?
Yeah, it was so stupid. It was so Ashley. I love Ashley also being like, I thought I told you.
Right. Moving on.
Moving on. Anyway, I'm going to go get this gas station steak or whatever.
I also have wanted a gas station margarita ever since this episode too, so I need to go and get one.
Well,
a cut water, if you will.
Good luck with your stomach. This episode, they started rolling the end credit cards, and I was like, where's the Wendy footage? Right. I was promised Wendy footage, but then they were like, next week on the season finale. I was like, oh, okay, maybe we're gonna get it then. But we did. It was a disastrous ending. Angel's crying, whatever. They all get back to Potomac, I guess, in one piece. But allegedly she bought a $2 million house in Potomac, so we will be seeing her. Thank God. I need Angel back. I need Angel back.
That.
And we need to find a woman like Angel for every single show. Okay, funny. But the episode ended with Montgomery County Jail or whatever, and the Grand Dump, but it's release day footage, and it was so funny to me because like the interstitials in Potomac are hilarious. It had like all of the Potomac classics,
Mhm.
trees and curvy roads and cars and deer and tally ho.
American classic.
American classics. And then, Karen comes out and Cara Berry said she's dressed like a stud on Easter Sunday. And I can't get over that. That is so accurate.
Did
It
you see
was
the clip
so
of
good.
her talking about her hair?
No.
Oh my God. She said, oh, sorry, I
No.
flinch every time I hear it. She says that, she's getting ready to leave. And I guess she had like made all these friends in jail.
I'm
And
so
so
scared.
in order that she could leave prison and like, I guess in looking great for the cameras, they all took extensions and weave out of their own heads and braided it into hers so that she could have, so that she could walk out with a full set of like done hair. And when I tell you I've been itching since Sunday when she said when they dropped that clip, I don't know how to respond to that. Itching.
Karen, no. Oh my God.
Oh,
And then she's going to go home and hug Raven.
oh,
Oh no.
yikes.
Now, this clip that we see of like her interview, I thought it was so funny, by the way, and Watch What Happens Live. Like, I love Stacey because Andy probably fucking adores it. Stacey was like, "Oh, Andy. Oh, wait, did I lose? Do you see me? Did you hear me? I thought like
Mm-hmm.
my mic dropped for a second.
And-
She's like, Andy, that interview that you put together with Karen, it is so good. Oh, you asked every question that I was like, you don't need to advertise Andy Cohen's
Right.
interview with Karen like it's QVC. Like,
Right. We're gonna
relax.
watch. Like,
We're
calm
gonna
down.
watch it. But I keep seeing the previews of this interview, and Kendrick, what the hell is going on with Karen's face?
It's all very interesting to me. All very interesting.
Giselle, host of Who Asked Me podcast, and on YouTube, guys, go follow Giselle everywhere.
Yes.
She said, it killed me. I died because I was like, why are Karen's eyebrows are like in the middle of her forehead? Like, I don't know where they are. They're not on her eyebrow bones. Like, we have brow bones. It's not there. It's somewhere else. And she said, Karen's got her face pulled back tight like Claudia's bob.
Whoop. Every time I think Claudia's Bob, I think of that sound. Whoop. Goodness.
I think I'm glad Karen didn't have on no sketty straps.
Well, let me ask you, do you, percentage-wise, how much of the truth do you think we're going to get in this interview?
I don't know, like 20? I think 20%.
That seems fair.
I think the biggest thing she's gonna say is she's just gonna be like, drugs and alcohol. What are you gonna do? Like, that seems to be her whole thing. Her being like,
Right.
they're like, Karen, why did you? She's like, drugs
and alcohol.
Like, can you believe it? I had no idea, but it turns out drugs and alcohol can make you do a lot of crazy stuff. Like, and they're like, well, Karen, why didn't you realize that she had a problem? And she's like, alcohol is really powerful, and so are drugs. Like, that is going to be the whole thing. It's going to be the entire thing. But she has a brand new face. I was like, that's it. Did you get a nose job in prison?
I know, like, what, because we see some of the girls come in and they come out looking very different. We see some of the guys go in, come out looking very different. But it's usually because they find religion, they find a weight bench, a couple of the easy things to change. But I don't know how much, I wish they'd tell us how much time elapsed between her getting out and Andy going to do this interview, because it couldn't have been very long. It could not have been very long. That's a lot to do in a short amount of time.
Now, and this obviously happened before BravoCon. The interview happened before BravoCon. Let's see. When was Karen Huger released from prison?
Very important.
Okay, she was released September 2nd.
Between our
BravoCon.
birthdays, yes.
Between ours and Giselle's and your birthday. BravoCon was November. So I'm going to say a month after.
Wow.
She got it pulled back fresh right before the interview. That's really what it was. She
Raven
did
did that appointment for her. She literally set that appointment up. She had it ready to go. She got out on a Tuesday. That appointment was Friday. She was ready, raring. She had a full month to recover. She was ready to go.
Raven was like, "We're first things first. We're gonna need to shave your head."
Right.
It's horrible.
We now have a lice problem here, so we've got to do a couple things, okay?
Like, I can't believe she told people that. Like, it's so crazy to me. That's so crazy to me.
Wild.
Like,
I'm gonna send you the clip immediately after this. I itched for about an hour after that.
I mean, I get it. I'm sure they don't have bundles in the commissary, but
right.
Like, come on.
I don't know. Laverne Cox was doing better than that though on Orange Is the New Black. Like she was finding ways to do the girl's hair. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Oh, Karen.
And you know what? To show us that you changed, you shouldn't have came out with braids. You should have came out with a bob, Karen. Okay, then you really could have. Really could have did it then.
You are not watching these videos on Patreon. You are missing out. Okay, we are bobbing it up. Okay. Whoop.
Heavens.
Oh my god, the best part, one of the best things was right before the Karen release footage. Giselle was like, the Grand Dame would have lasted no time. She would have been at a hotel as soon as she realized that there's no running water and she's faring better than the rest of us in prison. And I was like, yeah, that's
accurate. Yeah,
that is correct.
Because at least she had running water. What is it? 3 hots in a cot. She had her 3 hots in a cot. So y'all couldn't get that. I don't even think y'all had brunch that day. So I'm just saying, Karen,
we never ended up eating. Oh my god,
crazy.
You're right.
Crazy.
Oh, poor Angel. I also can't wait to see Angel and Karen on together. Like, I want to see that because to me that gives like senior and junior delusional.
Yeah,
and they're both like equally like delusional. They think that they're fancy. They are really into their marriages. You know,
their institutions.
Like yes, they're into my marriage as an institution. Exactly. And I can't wait for that. Like, I need to see all of them together. It's going to make me so happy. I'm sure that there's people who are like, Karen shouldn't be on TV. She could have killed someone. Sure. So neither should Teresa, but here we are. Okay.
Here we are. Listen, I am in the camp of literally don't fire anybody. Bring every single person involved in this season plus Karen. Bring everybody back. I want to see everybody back next season. Let them film. I don't care who makes it into the main cast, but let all of them film the entire season. Bring them back.
I want Kiarna, her stupid boyfriend, her hot brother,
his
her
feet.
hot mom. I want his feet, his ashy feet. I want Jassy. I want those 2 kids. Every scene she's like, guys, she's always like, what is it like to be a mom?
A girl.
And we're like, okay, Jassy, we get it. You're raising 2 kids that are not yours. Like, we understand it is what it. She's always just like, oh, I can't wait to find out what it's like to be a mom. We're like, shut up, Jassy, please.
Right.
I love her. Bring her
practice.
back.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with it. I love this cast. This was one of the best seasons. Like,
yes,
I loved Potomac because we brought back the hee hee ha ha. And again, I want to emphasize the season was amazing because we knew absolutely nothing that was coming out of it.
Yes.
Salt Lake City is always good because we don't know what's actually going to happen on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
We don't have blogs. We don't have rumors. We don't have pictures of what they're up to.
That's why I'm nervous about Ultimate Girls Trip because, like, how many more photos are we going to see from every single stop? Like, let's calm down.
Like, I get it. They were in Miami. Now they're in New York. Alex McCord is flying in. Like, okay.
Right. Is there no mystery anymore?
Where is the mystery? Bring back mystery and drama and intrigue, you know?
Exactly.
Like, I want to be, like, I keep saying that's why Traitors is so good because we don't know what's going to happen week to week. We are, you know, stomachs and buttholes, like, the entire time.
Literally.
Well, speaking of Traders, we do have to go because we have to eat and we have to get prepared and we have to watch Traders tonight. It's going to be another amazing episode, I'm sure. Kendrick, tell everybody what you are watching and covering on your end. I know that there's a lot of TV shows.
Yes, I'm ridiculously overwhelmed, but I'm not talking about it all, so that's even better. I'm watching a little bit of everything. Okay, Sundays I do the weekly wrap up. Me and Emily get together. We talk about Salt Lake City. We talk about Traders. We talk about just random pop culture stuff. It's a great time. Then usually Monday or Tuesday I drop my HBO episode where I talk about all things HBO. That's The Pit. That's Industry, and I touch on Game of Thrones a little bit. The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That's always fun. And then usually my last one is either a Bravo focused or reality TV focused hot topic episode. Always a great time. You can count on 3 from me. Come on over there. It's the I Cannot with Kendrick Tucker podcast on all platforms. Follow me on socials at with Kendrick Tucker. Thank you.
And we're just weeks away from you making your presence up to the north, and I can't wait. And you and I will go to Rails together. And you know who we're not going to invite? We're not going to invite Donnie, because guess what, everybody? I found out this weekend. I found out just this morning that Donnie was in New Jersey this weekend, and he went to Rails and he went to the Snooki shop without me. So if you're listening to this, Donnie, which he's not. When you come up, Kendrick, you and I are going to go to Rails and we're going to get lemon and blueberry flavored drinks.
Ooh.
And we're going to eat short ribs.
Yep. Braised
short ribs. Okay.
Yep.
And we're going to have carrot cake and we're going to have banana pudding or whatever other pudding we have fun.
And you know what? We're going to get the escargot just so we can eat it by ourselves and take pictures and not give it to him. Here we go.